Asian financial markets continued their decline today as the U.S. markets plummeted. The massive sell-off after President Trump announced sweeping tariffs that will touch nearly every country on earth.
Now, the impact already being felt in the auto industry, but the White House continues to promise the long-term gain will be worth it. Jared Hill has the latest.
Financial turmoil after news of President Trump's tariffs. U.S. markets took a nosedive Thursday, but aboard Air Force One, the president's optimism sky high.
We have tariffs, they've been set, and it's going to make our country very rich.
Framing the taxes on imported goods as a bargaining chip. As global trading partners figure out how to move forward, some economists warn of the impact at home.
The president's trade policy is going to do a lot of economic damage. It's going to reduce the income of households. It's going to reduce the purchasing power of wages.
Well, it'll raise our costs for sure.
Grocers are projecting higher prices for basic food items.
Because we have to match it. Whatever they raise it to, we have to make a profit.
With President Trump's 25% tax on imported cars and auto parts, U.S. automaker Stellantis announced it's temporarily laying off 900 employees at 5 U.S. facilities as a result of pausing production in some of its plants in Mexico and Canada. Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney announced his own tariffs in retaliation to the U.S. move.
We take these measures reluctantly, and we take them in ways that it's intended and will cause maximum impact in the United States and minimum impact here in Canada.
On Capitol Hill, Republicans and Democrats criticized the president's trade policy.
The president made one of the dumbest decisions in history.
As Trump allies work to calm concerns.
He's asking for and needs this space to flex America's muscle as the largest consuming nation in the world.
Asking for time.
So here in our area, economists are giving their inputs on this. A Middle Georgia State University economist says you could expect to see an increase on food, clothes, even your phone case. Greg George says businesses will probably ask you to take on extra charges too, adding whether you're rich, poor, or in the middle, this will affect you.
I even hear the president saying this. There's this assumption that tariffs are somehow good for the economy. They're not. They are painful. They are a tax increase, and they're a tax increase on U.S. consumers and U.S. businesses who rely on these cheaper imports. And so it will hurt. This is not a thing that we're winning. Trade is not a game that you win. Trade is a game you participate in.
George tells us the goal is for these countries to remove their tariffs on the U.S. and we would do the same in return. But he says it is a risky plan that will impact all consumers.
And we've been following the stock market for you since the new tariffs. For many people, they spark concerns about inflation and the potential for a recession. Now, we spoke with a local financial advisor, James Griggers, about how the tariffs affect consumers. He says the tariffs are a political tool and consumers may feel the pain of inflation. He and other financial experts offer advice on safer investment options.
Typically, the safest investments you're going to find are government-backed securities. So whether that's U.S. Treasuries, certificates of deposit, some agency bonds.
This is just the beginning, and it's the beginning of negotiations. So don't react, don't sell out, don't do anything drastic. Just stay in the news and read what's true.
Major banks like Goldman Sachs have raised the probability of a recession in the next 12 months to 35%.